Hi friends, today we are doing a very important topic called blood relationships. You would find almost 2 to 3 questions from this topic in any of the exam, be it CSAT or Bank PU, right? So let's start this topic. So there are few connotations which we are going to use. We would represent a male by a square and a female by a circle, right? Sometimes we would also use a male by plus and female by negative, or we would put an M near him and an F near a female, right? Now how do we denote relationships? So between a husband and a wife, which means a couple, we would have two lines. So something like this. This would mean a husband and a wife, right? Now if we have a sister and a brother kind of relationship, how do we do that? There would be a single line. So this is the rule of thumbs which we are going to use in solving these questions. So this is sister and a brother. What about a father and a son? So a father is a male, a son is again a male, so a single line but a vertical line. Mother and son, mother and son. Mother and daughter, mother, right, and daughter. Father and daughter, a square and a circle. So this is it. So how do we represent a grandfather? This and this is my mother and I am his son. I am her son. So this is grandfather, right? So this is 3-tier relationship or 3-generation relationship. So this is how we are going to use it. Let's go to few examples and see how we actually solve it. Now let's remove firstly this female and then see what can be the cases. So in these type of puzzles there can be multiple cases as well, right? And we'll see by this example. Now A and B are husband and wife. A is brother of C. Now A is brother of C means A is male. Now when A is male, B has to be female. And C is A is brother of C. Now we don't know what is the gender of C. So C can be a male. In this case, C would be brother-in-law of B, or C can be a female. In that case, C would be sister-in-law of B. So there are two cases which arise from this simple statement, right? So you have to be cognizant of all the cases which follow from a particular statement. Now let's make it a little complicated. Here we have added a generation as well, right? The first statement is the same. A and B are husband and wife. A is brother of C. We don't know the gender of C, so let's keep it empty. Let's not draw any shape around it. D is brother of E. We don't know anything about how D and E are related to A, B, C. Let's not deconstruct this statement. Who is married to R? We still don't know about R. Whose mother is C? So R's mother is, whose mother is C? So R's mother is C. So C is a female, right? And she is R's mother. So we don't know about R, gender of R, right? So keep it empty. R is married to E. And E has a, D is brother of E. And D is brother of E. So we don't know between R and E who is male, who is female, right? But what we know is if R is male, E is female. If R is female, E is male, right? So again there are two cases arising. R can be male, E female. R can be female, E male, right? So you have to be cognizant of both the cases. Now let's take an example which occurred in CSAT. which says A is brother of B. Construct A and B. So A is brother of B does not mean that B is brother of A. So A is male, B we don't know. So B is empty right now. C is father of A. C is father of A means C is father of B as well. D is brother of E. We don't know how is E or D related to A, B, C. We don't know. The last statement says E is daughter of B, right? So E is female, daughter of B, and D is brother of E. The question was very simple. It asks, then D's uncle is who? D's uncle is A, right? D's father is who? We don't know. D's mother is who? We don't know, because B can be a male or a female. D's grandfather is who? We know. C is the grandfather, right? So this is how we solve this. Now let's go to next question, which says, which is again another type of question, seemingly simple, right? And it is actually simple as well. So pointing to a lady in the photograph, S said her son's father is son-in-law of my mother, right? So this is complicating the thing, right? Her son's father. Her son's father is who? Her son's father is her husband, right? Her husband is son-in-law of my mother, right? So there is my mother, and then there is a son-in-law, right? Now the photograph of this lady was there, right? So this lady is either herself or her sister, right? She cannot be anything else. So this lady which we have to find is herself or her sister, right? So these statements, her son's father, you have to firstly decipher them. Her son's father. So her son's father means her husband, right? So you can just cut this and write her husband. Right? Her husband is son-in-law of my mother. Right? So this is how we do it. Even these kind of questions are asked in a lot of exams, so you have to practice them and master them. Now let's move to slightly complex questions, which says Ravi is son of Aman's father's sister. Very complex statement. We don't know now who is Aman's father and who is his father's sister, right? So we cannot construct anything right now. Let's go to statement 2. So we have to find a statement from where we can start constructing our question, right? So statement 2 says Sahil is son of Divya. So we can construct a circle for Divya, right? And Sahil is son of Divya. So here is Sahil. SA. Let's put SA for Sahil. Who is mother of Saurabh? So there are two sons, Saurabh and Sahil. Let's put S for Saurabh. And grandmother of Aman. So Aman is either son of Saurabh or Sahil. We don't know, right? So let's leave it as of now. Then another statement says Ashish is father of Tanya and grandfather of Ravi, right? So we don't know who till now how to draw it further. But then the next statement says Divya is wife of Ashish. So we can construct Divya and Ashish as couple. And they have a daughter as well. Ashish's daughter is Tanya, right? So let's draw Tanya here, right? So now Saurabh, Sahil and Tanya are siblings. How is Saurabh's wife? So these are to be squares, sorry. These are to be squares because they are both male. How is Saurabh's wife? So Saurabh has a wife. Let's construct something like this. So Saurabh's wife How is she related to Tanya? So they are sister-in-laws, right? They are sister-in-laws. So we don't need to find out relationship between Ravi, Aman and all that stuff to answer this question. But nevertheless, let's find out the relationship. Ashish is father of Tanya and is grandfather of Ravi, right? And from this statement, Divya is grandmother of Aman, and the first statement says Ravi is son of Aman's father's sister, right? So Ravi is son of Aman's father's sister, and Ravi is grandkid of Ashish, right? So Ravi is son of Tanya. And Aman is either son of Saurabh or Sahil. We cannot determine that, right? So here is Ravi. And Aman can be son of Sahil or Aman can be son of Saurabh. We cannot determine it, right? So this is how we make a complete family tree out of this question, right? Hope you understand it. Let's go to next question. I think this is it for this session. So these are few questions which we have constructed for blood relationships. I hope that you understand them and you would be able to solve most of the questions. We would do slightly more complex questions once we are done with our few topics like arrangements, etc., so that we can construct puzzle like questions which are more complex than these basic questions, right? Obviously these basic questions are also there in exams, but as and when the examiner want to set more complex question, he would introduce the professions of each guy and all that stuff, so that the question becomes more complex. More of that after we cover the topics on arrangement and sitting, etc. More of that after those topics are covered. I hope that you understood how to approach the basic questions on blood relationships and how to solve them. Thanks for watching this video and all the best for your preparations.